Hey, I'm John,
I'm Lindsey.
and we are one half of Surfer Blood, and you are watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I'd like to welcome you to Interview with Surfer Blood. How are ya?
Oh, we're good.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks for taking the time to have a chat today. We're stoked that we can make this happen.
Well, thanks for having us.
My pleasure, and just a massive thanks for you today. This is actually her first interview, so we're very excited about that, so welcome.
Thank you very much. Feels good. First
yeah?
time in Toronto, too, so
Oh,
a
well,
lot of firsts
many
tonight.
firsts today. That's awesome. Well, of course, want to just say you're now touring in support of 1,000 Palms, your new record release.
Right.
And
yeah.
you were actually just on tour with Nate Roos, and now this is your headlining tour, as you mentioned before, in Toronto.
Exactly.
So how are you enjoying your time on the road? How's that been?
Well, it's been definitely hectic. The only day off we have is the American Thanksgiving in a few days, so we're all going to try and, stay with friends and stuff. But we've been, super busy for the past couple weeks, but nothing like diving right in, right?
Exactly.
Well, just from the album, which songs at the moment are you enjoying playing the most?
My personal favorites are Point of No Return and Covered Wagons.
And mine are Dorian and Grand Inquisitor. We've been playing most of the songs every night at that time.
Cool. And then, of course, in the past, you've opened for some really cool bands like Wilt Spill and Pixies. When I
Yes.
saw that happen, I know you're so stoked about both of those because you're fans of both bands,
Absolutely.
majorly.
Big fans of both bands, yeah.
Are there any other artists that you'd love to hit the road with that you've yet to?
Yeah, definitely. When the Strokes reunited, I was hoping there was like a 1 in a trillion chance it would happen. We didn't end up getting on that tour, but
That really would have been something.
one time we were on a plane with them though, and
Oh,
that was
really?
almost cooler because we were just like sitting next to them across the aisle on the plane, just sort of. I remember because they look even cool like during the daytime. They have this good-looking guys like dressed really well, and I remember our guitarist Tom at the time was asked me, "What's the secret to looking that cool?" And at the time he had like a neck pillow around his neck, and like like some like Crocs or something, and was like holding a blanket. I'm like, well, let's. I think we have a ways to go.
We know where we're starting with those two things.
If the Smiths ever reunited, which they probably never will, but if they did, that would be, super life affirming.
Yeah. And over the last few months, you've shared some really cool music videos for songs taken from the record. They're really, really neat. You can tell you put a lot of effort into the videos you put out there. It could be an afterthought for a lot of bands. You can sometimes tell that, but you can tell you put your whole heart into videos you share.
Thank you.
Why do you care so much about videos? Like, what appeals to them, to you guys?
Well, I don't know. I guess we're just lucky to have a lot of creative friends, because honestly, sometimes it is definitely an afterthought for us too. But, for our most recent video, the Grand Inquisitor video, it was just someone we met on tour. He was this guy named Jason who was on tour with our friend Andy Boy, who is, doing some dates with us, and we got to talking to him and kind of like came up with this concept one night, and he's like, I'm going to go animate this. Didn't hear from him for 4 months. And then he has this just insane video.
The video's crazy.
It is.
It really is.
Did you help?
Really insane.
Because the record was pretty. The record was pretty DIY. So when it came to that as well, did you have your input into the actual creation of the video as well, or how'd that come about?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of input into it because we working on very small budgets compared to what we were working on for the last record, and pretty much recording videos and stuff like that. But it's kind of nice because some of my favorite records, they don't all sound glossy or expensive. I don't think that that's something that we really need as a band. And videos are the same way. I love a good, charmingly, kind of quirky video.
We just got to film another video that you can watch out for on the road last week, and it's also like, I guess, some form of animation, but it's like superimposed images, and we kind of cranked it out in a day, and we're just very, very lucky to be thrown into the circumstances. And
I noticed the first 3 videos you did for this album were actually track listed, like 1, 2, and 3. Those were the songs.
True.
Is that?
That never occurred to me until you said that just now. So that was not planned. at
Okay,
all.
no, I was gonna say then, is the 4th one gonna be the 4th track? But
No.
that'd be very coincidental.
Return, isn't it?
I think that's track 5,
Oh,
but
okay.
close enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, a big part of that video is how the main character goes through this downward spiral of life and being a rock star, and his whole thing at the beginning was just thriving to live life to its fullest before that all happened.
He was just an innocent lute player in the beginning, and
then it all went downhill.
Yeah, an innocent lute, well, not person, but something. Yeah, I mean, is it somewhat autobiographical? Maybe. I don't know, but yeah, But now he's back in the McDonald's parking lot where he belongs, playing
he's playing
lute songs.
I was going to ask for you guys, have you gone through any weird or crazy experiences, whether on the road or as a band, where you've kind of been persuaded into like some weird party or anything kind of bizarre?
Well, we've definitely met some famous people along the way who we didn't. We recently met Spike from Top Chef.
Okay.
Do you guys remember him?
Yeah.
Like kind of like the edgy chef. Well, anyway, he cooked us dinner recently.
Oh,
so
cool.
That's pretty cool. I'm trying to think of. We went to one of Jared Leto's parties one time. That was nuts. Yeah, it's weird stuff just kind of happens sometimes, especially like around like festivals and stuff where you end up staying really late, and we've gotten into some some weird situations.
Some interesting things. And you've all known one another, this lineup, since high school.
Exactly.
That's correct, in Florida. That's crazy. So when this all came about, I guess it was just like being friends again, just hitting the road and traveling. Is that?
When you brought up the Pixies tour, I had a flashback because I've known these guys forever, and we've been friends since we were teenagers, and I've just always been a fan of the band. So when they played with Pixies, I drove up from Florida to Charleston, South Carolina to see them. And so, like, that's my crazy experience, just, like, getting to shake Frank Black's hand. It was like,
Yeah, definitely. We were all a little starstruck that whole time, yeah. I think, we grew up in a pretty small town, and the music scene there is really tight-knit, and everyone kind of knows each other and is aware of whatever everyone else is doing, so... and there just happen to be some really talented people who learn things really fast there, which, is turned out that it's something that's been coming really handy for us this year.
That's great.
Yeah.
Being that you've been friends for so long, outside of music and performing and all the touring, what do you guys like doing together?
ooh,
Well,
we love to eat.
Yeah?
we love to eat. We love to talk about food. We love to talk about... I think our favorite thing to do is to talk about food while eating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What else do we like?
We enjoy the outdoors. We try.
Some of us like roller coasters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hiking is great.
Yeah, we try and get out and walk around and see the towns when we're not, running around like chickens with our heads cut off,
Yes.
which is most of the time,
Pretty
unfortunately.
often.
But
Today we went to Niagara Falls.
Okay. That's
As
always a good one for
planned.
people.
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. Let's wrap everything up today for all of your fans who'll be viewing our interview. Is there anything you'd like to say to all of them?
Yeah, actually. You go ahead.
Our best friend, our brother Thomas Fichetti, former guitarist of Surfer Blood, is battling cancer currently, and so there have recently been a lot of efforts to help raise money to continue receiving the best possible treatment, and we just are trying to plug wherever we can his GoFundMe site, and you can find a lot of information about it on our website, surferblood.com.
Yeah, there's some amazing compilations, some great signed autographs, vinyls. Like, everyone should definitely go visit, donate.
Yeah, check that out, and download the compilation, because those are some of my favorite bands, and it blows my mind that they were all willing to contribute their time and effort to this cause. So it's really awesome.
That's amazing. And just thank you guys just for your time today. Very glad that we were able to do this. So thank
Great
you.
to meet you. Thanks so much.
Thank you. And remember, everyone viewing can visit us at amusicblog.com for all sorts of interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands. See you next time.
Thank you.